I'm going to go in depth on Armor 2.0 as well as a few new features coming to Shadowkeep, and we're going to start right now. What's up guys, Reckless here, welcome to Guardian Watcher. So today we are actually going to go ahead and talk about Armor 2.0 as well as a few new things that are actually coming to Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. But before we get into the video, if you guys haven't already entered into the Destiny 2 Shadowkeep giveaway for the month of August 2019, then go ahead and sub to the channel, turn on notifications, follow me on Twitter, as well as join the Guardian Watcher Discord. It is a community that is steadily growing pretty fast. A link to the Discord as well as the giveaway will be in the description box below. So, let me start this off by saying if you want a jumpstart on Armor 2.0, then you will need to complete at least one character progression in the current Solstice event all the way to Legendary Armor. When Destiny 2 Shadowkeep goes live on October 1st, go to the tower and head to the gunsmith, aka Banshee 44. There, he will have a few bounties, a Solstice of Heroes armor upgrade, and a new material exchange. As of this video, the upgrade to the Solstice of Heroes armor doesn't cost you anything. This upgrade package will give you a completely new set of Solstice armor that is Armor 2.0 enabled. Now, with the release of Armor 2.0, we will also be seeing the Destiny 1 stats come back as well. That means that Discipline, Intellect, and Strength are coming back. And those stats actually give a description of what it actually does when you hover over it. D1 in conjunction with D2 stats, instead of scaling from 1 to 10, it will scale from 0 to 100. Each stat will have a breakpoint of 10, so it will increase to the next tier every 10 points. 10 points is tier 1, 20 points is tier 2, etc, etc, etc. Each tier will give an increase in performance to your character's stat. So, let's go over the stats and what they actually do. And it's pretty much the same from how they worked in D1 and D2. So, mobility will increase your movement speed and maximum jump height. Resilience will increase the amount of damage you can take before dying. Recovery increases the speed at which you regain lost health. Discipline decreases the cooldown time of your grenades. Intellect decreases the cooldown of your super ability. And Strength decreases the cooldown time of your melee ability. These 6 stats combine together in order to give you your total. However, the class item does not have any stats on them. Now, keep in mind that this is Armor 2.0 and not Gear 2.0, so weapons will not be affected by the Armor 2.0 changes. All exotics will be converted over to Armor 2.0 as well. So, if you already have collected an exotic, then you can go into your collections and pull out an Armor 2.0 version of that exotic. However, all exotics that you pull from the collections will have a fixed roll on them, so if you want to get the perfect roll, then you will have to find another one that drops. As of this video, it's safe to go ahead and delete all of the current exotics that you have pre-Shadowkeep that you aren't using. Any exotic armor that drops in the world will already be Armor 2.0ified. Yes, that is a real thing, according to Bungie. All legendary armor that is acquired from Shadowkeep on will be Armor 2.0. This includes planetary armor, raid armor, vendor armor, etc. As for the mods on armor themselves, the randomized perks pre-Shadowkeep are now gone and have been replaced with armor energy and armor mods. Energy is on the top and there are 3 mod slots on the bottom. Armor energy is broken up into 3 different energies: solar, void, and arc. You upgrade your energy by filling slots 1 through 10, and on the 10th slot, that armor piece will be masterworked. Armor mods have a cost that fill up the armor energy. So, for example, let's say you have 5 slots available in the armor energy slots, and you also have 3 mod slots as well. A void resistance mod costs 1 void energy, which leaves us with 4 energy slots to play around with for the remaining 2 mod slots. So in a sense, mods take up energy slots. I hope I actually explained that good for you guys. If not, let me know in the comment section below and I'll try to explain it better. Also, you can only put void mods into void armor, and the same goes with solar and arc. But there are mods that don't require an element and they can actually go into any piece of armor. If you have a mod that requires more energy slots than what you have, then the bar will turn red and show you how many more energy slots you need to unlock in order to use that mod. In order to upgrade the energy slots, you will need to hover over it, and given you have all of the materials, which are Glimmer, Legendary Shards, and Enhancement Cores, you would then need to apply these materials to the new slots. After you upgrade your armor energy slots to tier 7, your armor will require you to upgrade with a new item called Enhancement Prism and no longer require enhancement cores to upgrade further. You will also need an Ascendant Shard in order to masterwork every piece of armor, and you can actually buy that from Banshee44, aka the Gunsmith. Masterworking a piece of armor will give you a +2 to every stat that you have, and exotic armor can be masterworked as well. Let's go ahead and talk about mods. As of this video, it looks like mods can go from 1 to 6 energy cost each. The better the mod, the more it will cost. After slotting in a mod, they do not go away even if they look like they're grayed out, or even if you delete that armor piece. Once you acquire a mod, you will always have that mod and you can use it on any piece of armor as long as you have the appropriate slots to use it. Ammo finders have been broken up into specific mods. So we no longer have primary ammo finder or energy ammo finder, and instead we now have hand cannon ammo finder, scout rifle ammo finder, sniper rifle ammo finder, etc. Now according to Bungie, these ammo finders are supposed to work more reliably than they did pre-Shadowkeep, and the ammo gives off a special glow when it drops from the mods. The first slot of mods on each armor piece allows you to increase a stat dramatically or gives you an element or enemy resistance. Now, I was going to go into each individual armor piece of what mods it uses, but in short, the majority of the perks that each armor piece can have pre-Shadowkeep is the same when Shadowkeep is released, except now they are turned into mods so you can customize them yourself. But the good part about this is that now you can actually have 2 unflinching mods of 2 different weapons, and we couldn't do that before. This is, of course, just an example. Our class item will also be able to use mods on them as well. Now, some mods can actually be stacked. Mods like stat mods will be allowed to be stacked, but other mods like having a double rocket launcher scavenger in the same piece of armor will not stack. The good thing about mods and stacking is that the game won't ever allow you to stack mods that do not stack, and you'll never have a wasted mod slot. Also, it will only cost 500 Glimmer in order to slot mods into our gear. And we'll be able to get mods from several different sources. The Gunsmith will either sell them or you can get them out of Gunsmith packages from World Engrams, and some mods like the enhanced mods will come from Iron Banner, the Raid, and other Pinnacle sources. Bungie had confirmed that there are other synergy mods that can help out your teammates, but they weren't shown on stream. Now, you can also use the armor that you currently have in Shadowkeep, but you should definitely think about moving over to Armor 2.0 because of the customization options and pretty much if you want a better roll on stats. Now, besides stats and mods, our armor will also have its own cosmetics. This includes different shaders, ornaments, and glow to them as well. In order to access that, you would just need to hit down on the D-pad. Along with the D1 stats, artifacts will also be making a return to D2, and it will be underneath your ghost. Also, on the character UI screen, your ghost will now appear over your shoulder, and your sparrow will be right behind you. The Glimmer cap has been raised to 250,000, which was a much needed thing in Destiny 2. Warlocks are getting an exotic called Getaway Artist, which it converts your arc grenade into a supercharged arc soul. The bottom path Night Stalker has been given an update, so it's actually now playable. Now, while using Vanish and Smoke, you can get a buff called Heart of the Pack, which increases mobility, recovery, and resilience for you and nearby allies. The original Heart of the Pack is being replaced with Combat Provisions, which damaging enemies with grenades grants melee ability energy. Making allies invisible grants grenade energy. Mobius Quiver does the same thing, but it's also getting a buff where defeating tethered enemies create orbs of light and grants nearby allies the Heart of the Pack buff. As for Titans, Weapons of Light is coming back for the bubble, and it automatically procs when you pop your bubble. Now, even though Shadowkeep has a whole bunch of new stuff coming, there will not be any specific, quote, saved loadouts, end quote, for Shadowkeep. You're just gonna have to find the armor that you want and keep it with you for the specific activity. And that's pretty much everything. So far, it looks like Armor 2.0, as well as everything else that's coming to Shadowkeep, besides obviously the obvious, which is the campaign, new strikes, and all that other stuff, it looks pretty promising. I'm definitely probably going to enjoy Armor 2.0, and I definitely need to go ahead and finish getting the legendary gear for my hunter. Let me know what you guys think about Armor 2.0 as well as everything else that I mentioned in the video in the comment section below. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Toss a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to watch these videos as well. Definitely get subscribed for more Destiny 2 content coming at you guys soon, and I will see you guys in the next video.